This is Meridian Hill Park, located in the Washington, D.C. neighborhood of Columbia Heights. The park is full of people during the warm months, but as you can see in the pictures, it is desolate during the winter. The park is the anchor of the community, and that anchor is by and large absent during the cold season. The park looks deserted for two reasons. First, the fountains are turned off, and as a result, the park looks desolate. And second, people do not utilize the benches to their full potential. This is because the concrete benches do not appeal to the public. Both are big issues, but both have solutions. This image is of one of many drum circles held during the summer. You can see how many different people attend these events. Our project aims to bring this level of community engagement to the cold season. Local artists will showcase their work in the spaces left open by the fountains. These art exhibits will be placed both on the fountain steps and on the big fountain at the bottom. The art will be a permanent fixture during the winter. During every winter weekend there will be a market. At the market, artists will be present to showcase the work that has been on display throughout the week. They will also be able to sell their art to the visitors. Community members will have a chance to engage with local artists and to support their craft by making purchases. There will be a sense of community throughout the year. We will not only bring life to the park during the cold season, but will enhance the sense of community throughout the year. In order to achieve this, we will set up movable chairs. People like to think they're in control of where they sit, and if they have this level of control, they are likely to remain in the park for a longer period of time. This will not only make the park look fuller, but will actually increase the likelihood that strangers strike up a conversation. The park is not simply a place for people to walk through, it is also a place to meet people and to make friends. In order to achieve this, we will all need to work together. Government, community members, and business will work together in order to make this project a success. It is critical that we get the funding necessary to go ahead with the project. We will work with city officials to make sure that developers are required to fund our proposal in order to receive building permits. This will also benefit developers because the project could result in an increase in property values. Developers would then be investing in the community and on their own bottom line. We will work with Friends of Meridian Hill Park, a community group, to ensure that the community's wants and needs are addressed, and they will also be the ones handling the upkeep of the project once it is completed. There is no doubt that there will be challenges. It is natural for people to resist change. This means that it is likely that the community will be hesitant at first, but through open dialogue this is a challenge that will be overcome. Another challenge will be to get the city government to agree to require funding from developers in order to approve their building permits. Governments, like people, are hesitant to change. But by highlighting how this project may increase property values and how that would mean an increase in tax revenue for the city, that is yet another challenge that will be overcome. Lastly, and perhaps quite sadly, we have to address the issue of theft. It is bound to happen. In order to replace stolen chairs, artists will be charged a small fee to showcase their work at the Winter Art Gallery. Companies who want to advertise at the markets will be charged a larger fee that is meant to be enough to replace chairs throughout the year. One way to minimize theft is to make the chairs somewhat heavy, which would make them difficult to steal. We could even engrave something onto the chairs so that they're easily identifiable as stolen once they go missing. There will be challenges, but there are always challenges, and that should not discourage us from acting. Here in the United States, we often find ourselves socially isolated from our peers. It is time to embrace community and each other. This is difficult to achieve during the cold season, but the Meridian Hill Park Winter Art Gallery will bridge that gap. Parks in countries around the world have embraced movable chairs and have brought in art displays in order to foster a sense of community. There is no reason for the United States to trail other nations, and much less in our capital city. It is the right time to take the lead and to get going with this project. Change will occur, and we'll be better off thanks to it. We encourage all of you to do the right thing and to act now.